I'm Jake Swindle, I'm 17, I'm from Newquay and I make films. I've always made films ever since I was quite little. I'm not really good at much else. The first film is about a fictional character that's played by one of my friends, Tom Faulkner. He starts off happy with a girlfriend and it just shows the unluckiness that a person has to have to get themselves in the position that most of these guys that I've met are in. He eventually becomes homeless and there's a bit that's meant to shock at the end where he's beaten up, so it's really downbeat and upsetting at the end.
I lived in a tent in Dalversmoor outside of Tree, and it was like the winter and it was really cold, and when I went back to my tent it had been destroyed by mice and things, and people had been in there going through my stuff, and I had to abandon it, and then I had to go and sleep on benches and things. I always got told as a kid that I should feel lucky about having a home and things like that, and a lot of people take it for granted, and once you've lost that, then it's like to get a job is difficult because you don't have an address, and then you can't get a home because you don't have a job, and it's just like a whirlpool that you can't get out of. You seem to get sucked further and further in.
The new film, I want it to start just where it left off. He's going to get found by an outreach worker. He's going to get lifted up by those kind of people at the charity to be able to make his own steps to the library or classes and get in a hobby so he can get better. And as it goes on, I want the visual style of the film to get cleaner, because I used a lot of graininess in the first one.
The film is ever so powerful, ever so almost too near to the truth. For comfort, and it's his insight and his sensitivity, the way that he's dealt with the subject, that has impressed us no end, and impressed everybody that's seen it as well.
We want the films to be packaged together and to be shown in schools because it's a good age for them to understand what the homeless people are going through. I hope after the audience see it that the next homeless person they see, they won't look at him with disgust. I hope that they can understand that it's not their fault, it's just their unluckiness. It's just a string of events that leads to them being on the street, and you don't need to try and destroy his life anymore because, he's just human.
I'm James Stafford, I'm 16 and I support Pompey.
I'm Justin, 16 and I support Portsmouth.
We're playing a football match against Southampton to win back the friendship and the relationship of football. It's quite bad in a way. Just say that you walk in and then they just start on you or something and they abuse you and it just kicks off.
Been riots after the game.
They're not worth it. It's over game football. You don't need really violence to play football though. There's nothing to do with it.
All young people have different experiences and different backgrounds. Some have been in trouble in the past, some haven't been in trouble. Some of them are on the road of, trying to make success of themselves. So that's the kind of young people that I work with.
How are you?
Good, yeah.
Good. Here's a signed shirt we've got here from all of the first team squad for you guys. Wishing you luck in your match against the Saints. But I think what you're doing is fantastic in building relationships, and I wish you all well, and I think you should all sign the back of it. Have your signatures on there as well.
Yeah.
There we go, mate.
Thanks.
Good luck. Best of luck.
You're all saying exactly the same thing to what you were saying this morning. You're all saying as well that it's silly, it's dumb, it's stupid. So let's just make sure that it goes that way. I'd like 2 volunteers to go over to that team and 2 volunteers to go over to this team. Yeah, go on then. Go on then. Nice one. Right, nice one, fella. Super.
I was quite impressed with the lads. I think they work together all really well.
Right. Well, let's go then.
even having a girl that went on to other teams as well. That was fantastic to show that it come together.
You join us on a grey but hopeful afternoon for this mixed fan match. It's Pompey Saints against Saints Pompey, and Saints Pompey kick off, and they open the scoring with a neat exchange inside just 4 minutes through Cameron Jones. But Pompey Saints hit back 6 minutes into the match through a cool-headed 14-year-old Ash Ormston. 1-1. But wait, someone stepped into the goal area. That's a penalty to Saints Pompey, and Agenton Como shows he's the man to watch. He soon added a second. Agent's a Pompey fan, but he's playing on both sides today. There's his third. And a clumsy mistake gives him another. It's 5-1 to Saints Pompey, but only football violence is the loser.
I feel today has been very, very successful. The children have been very grown up about it and played very well. And ITV Fixers brought it together to make it work so successfully today as well. So it's been fantastic.
I reckon it was a good day.
Yeah, just played the football.
Didn't think about all the
supporters or the other team where they come from and stuff like that. Just play football.
Has anyone ever experienced hate crime?
I'm Sam Lucas. I'm 21 and from Dover. People have the right to walk the streets, go out and not have any fear of abuse.
1, 2, 3, 4,
There have been
5.
a lot of national studies done which indicate that it's a serious problem. But a lot of people don't report hate crime. They're afraid to do it, or they're ill-advised not to do it. So a lot of it goes unreported.
And they walk in a certain way.
Well, they do, and sometimes. Today we were in a meeting where we would just get all ideas together, and we talked about how was we bullied, and then we thought we reconstruct it and just do it how we feel. You know, whether you're in public transport or whether there was some gangs passing by you, right, that just want to terrorise you just for the hell of it. We recreated most things.
What they've come up with is the fear of using public transport. Group in the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they start to, I've just given them some tissues and stuff, they start to chuck stuff at them, begin to laugh.
I think it is a good idea that they should meet other people who have got learning difficulties, even though they haven't, just so they understand how it feels and understand how it affects them. There might even be less discrimination and also arrogance and prejudice. They will be really helpful.
Do you know how you might want to film this?
Yes, I'll probably have a long shot of him walking towards the camera first.
I'm Max Philo, I'm 17.
Action!
We're studying media, moving image at Folkestone South Kent College. We weren't aware before of how much bullying has affected them, and I think this film really is going to highlight how much they feel unhappy about it.
Just the process of making the film has encouraged people, and certainly the group we're working with have all said they would feel more confident now to come directly to the police, and we've built good relationships. In fact, we've had a lot of fun doing it. The other side of it is, from the police point of view, we're learning how best to sort of couch questions, how to best make ourselves more accessible and more comfortable to engage with. So we've learning all round, really.
Yeah, they started pushing me.
They actually pushed you, did they? Okay.
The film is designed to encourage people to talk to police and to let them know that they're not wasting time. They're just telling you that they're concerned. I feel really good about it. I just want to spread a message. It's not all bad. We got a better society. We don't want people to feel like they're second-class citizens. Everyone's got equal rights, and we want to let them know that they have.
I'm 22. I've been smoking heroin and crack since the age of 14. Just before I was 15, I think I realised I was addicted. I started working the streets just before my 16th birthday.
I'm 21 years old. I've been using drugs, all kinds of drugs, since I was about 11, 12. But I've been using the gear and crack since I was about 13, 14. I was on the way home one night. Someone stopped off and said, how much? I said, 40 quid. He was just like, yeah, go on then. That was the first time that I worked. 17, yeah. Looking back at the things you do at the time, it's horrifying, but at the time, it's just like, yeah, cool, come on then. Like, do you know what I mean? Or give me 10 minutes, yeah, come on then. Like, it's just mad what you do for a fix.
With ITV Fixers, I'd like to make a film for young people to help get across the point that heroin, crack, prostitution and that there is support out there if you need it.
This is the camera that we'll be using on the day. If I switch it on, it's quite a heavy machine.
I'm going to use actors and actresses drinking, using drugs, maybe like shoplifting, getting arrested, like in court hopefully, and then being out on the streets. This is my life. This is what I went through when I started working, where it took me, how it took me to the streets. I almost died, and just how dangerous it is. I just want to get across how bad it can get. I've been raped, thrown out of moving cars, almost killed. Last year I went into hospital 7 times when I almost lost my life through septicemia and blood clots from injecting in that. My worst stage was nearly dying. The realisation of how close I was.
So where could you see this drama going that we're going to help you to create?
It's for young people like foster homes or like women's projects, young people's projects.
I really want to help my friends show other young girls in Bristol that this isn't the way to go about it, that using drugs isn't fun, it isn't clever, it will only lead you to the pavement.
I feel quite passionate about making something like this because I never had anything like this when I was young. And if there was something like this, I wouldn't have took this road.